Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am finally reviewing the ColourPop Disney Villains collection. Now, before I get started, I think we should all be aware of one big thing. I love Disney. I love Disney so much. I applied to be a Disney princess when I was in college. Like things like that. Like I also came really close, as a random side note, when I was just out of college, my first Disney audition, like the month before I graduated, I got so damn close to being a princess. I'm so sad. But I do have here in my little box all of the items from the Disney Villains collection. And I kind of want to applaud Disney for including a range of villains. So they didn't just pick women, they also picked men. And I have to give them their props for that. Because Lord knows that some of the male Disney villains don't get quite as much love. But, you know, yeah, I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. So I'm going to start off by doing some swatches of everything for you guys. So right now we're going to really quickly cut to me giving you swatches and telling you about the different shades. Here we have the lip glosses, and I know they're kind of hard to see. The first one we have up here is the Ursula one, Sad But True, followed by Cruella DeVille's Puppies, Maleficent, My Pet. Then we have Hades' Hot Headed, Dr. Facilier's Shadowman, and the Evil Queen, Bad Apple. Okay guys, now for the lipsticks. We have Hades, Dr. Facilier, Cruella, Maleficent, the Evil Queen, and Ursula. Next we have the Jelly Much Shadows. We have Perfectly Wretched for Cruella, Cursed for the Evil Queen, I Own You for Hades, Spindle for Maleficent, Not Today for Dr. Facilier, and Just Your Voice for Ursula. So we have Meet Me on the Other Side for Dr. Facilier, You Idiots, You Fools, You Imbeciles for Cruella. Let me tell you, it's so hard to not say that in Cruella's voice. Fairest of All for the Evil Queen, Everybody's Got a Weakness, Hades, Poor Unfortunate Souls for Ursula, and Mistress of All Evil for Maleficent. Okay guys, and finally we have the eyeshadow swatches for the palette. So we have No Spots, Mongrels, Diablo, Devious, Tragic, Underworld, Pain and Panic, Forest of Thorns, Flotsam, The Fates, Revenge, Sing, Jetsam, Facile, 101. And yes, I'm aware that I effed up on my space for swatches. And then just for kicks, we're going to swatch the two Glitterally Obsessed. So Anomaly, do I look like I care? Okay, so now that we've gotten all those swatches out of the way, let's just take a moment to comment on this packaging. For those of you who may not register right away, they picked one symbol for each of these villains and put them on the packaging. So in the middle you have the Evil Queen from Snow White. Up here is the seashell for Ursula. Dr. Facilier's poison, I call it a poison sign, I know it's a skull and crossbones. Hades, the Hydra, and then down here you have Maleficent's bird. And then throughout the entire thing, you've got dotted little paw prints for Puppies for Cruella. So I think that they did a great job coming up with the packaging for this. And I was really tempted to hold on to the boxes that these came in because they were amazing. Like, those are some really beautiful, beautiful packaging. And it was such a shame to recycle it. But it's okay because they did, you know, keep that moving on to the rest of the packaging as well. I'm kind of sad. I mean, I get why they didn't. I'm kind of sad they didn't extend that to the lipsticks, like keeping the individual packaging. So for Ursula's, making a bunch of seashells and seaweed and things like that. But they did the all 6 logo for these. And then we've got the palette, which kudos to ColourPop again for including one scene for each of the villains. I love it. So I am so excited to be playing with this, you guys. I'm thinking, probably gonna do something with purpley yellow green. I don't know. Everybody's played with the blue, and I don't want to use the blue because everyone else did, so we're skipping blue. But yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start... I forgot to wet my beauty blender. It's fine, we don't need the beauty blender. We are going to go ahead and start. I'm going to take my MAC paint pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm going to pick this up on this brush right here. This is a Sigma Precision Flat Angled Brush. I do need a mirror though. Also, I thought you guys would appreciate the fact that I'm wearing my lime green shirt for evil. Just saying. So let's go ahead, take the paint pot. Let's just go ahead and start canceling out my eyes / prepping my eyes. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's about as good as that's going to get right now. Okay. Picking up some paint pot. Let's just start going to town and priming my lids. I always forget how dark this paint pot is. Also, yes, I'm aware I have a giant zit right here on my cheek, and it's absolute torture. Cool beans. I'm just going to really quickly blend this out with an e.l.f. concealer brush, just so I know that this is all smoothed out and it's a little bit of a fluffier brush here. So let's start off by thinking we're going to start with the neutral blending color. So we're going to start with the shade Tragic, which is up here in the corner. We're just going to pick that up on, kind of thinking this brush. I just have to really quickly clean him off. Yep, that works. Great, so let's go ahead and pick up Tragic. Tragic is definitely a very nice light neutral shade. It blends out really nice. I'm going to guess that all these shadows are going to be... I've avoided watching anybody's reviews of this collection because I want to give my own unbiased view on the collection, which is going to be hard to do since I really... Guys, I really do love Disney. However, I was not a fan of the Disney Princess collection, like to the point where I looked at it and went, I don't need this. So... there's that. I am really quickly with this dude. This is just a Luxie brush. I'm going to take the shade No Spots, I think. Yeah, just to be able to lighten up above where I just put Tragic, kind of my brow bone area. And then just re-blending it, just because I do want it to look a little bit closer to my skin tone color. Yeah, that makes a difference. Doing it again on the other side. Now, with a blendy brush, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to take the shade Devious. I'm thinking that's what I want to do, is take Devious here. Because, yeah. Yeah. Same brush, same fluffy BH Cosmetics brush. Just going to make sure that this is kind of starting a little bit lower. We can bump it up like that. Great. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Forest of Thorns, which is the purple in here, the Maleficent shade, and I think I'm going to put that in my outer crease, in my, what is this? Yeah, my crease and my inner and outer corner, because I think I'm going to do a halo. I don't know. I really don't know. I should have probably thought this through a little bit more, but it's okay. We'll get there. Oh, this is way lighter than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we might have an issue here. I was expecting this to be a lot darker. I mean, I can still make this work, but... yeah, I was expecting that to be a lot of a darker purple. I think I'm going to take the shade Sing, because it kind of looks like a blackened purple right down here, this one. I think, I'm just going to take that in my outer corners. So I just need something a little bit more precise for that. I just want to really quickly swatch it. No, it's really just like a dark brown with glitter in it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix Forest of Thorns with the Fates, which is the blue color. And here's hoping that if I mix the two of those together, I'll be able to get a dark enough purpley blue kind of. Yeah, it's looking a little bit more blue against this background that I got going on. But it's like a, I would call it like a royal blue purple kind of color, and I'm okay with that because it's still looking bluishy purple. Although I have now like permanently ground some blue into the Maleficent shade, the Forest of Thorns. I'm aware that I've got some under my eyes here. It's okay. We're going to be using a beauty, what is it called? A wipe to clean it up anyway. So I'm going to take the shade, here's the question. This is purple, so I can go with greens or I can go with yellow. I think I'm going to take the shade Facile, which is the green one, and I'm going to start bringing this on the inner sections of my eye. And then I'm going to take the shade Diablo for the inner portion. Actually, this is a really beautiful green. I really like it a lot. I'm kind of just buffing the edges into the purple. I'm just wondering if I would rather take this green, but I'm thinking that's too emeraldy and I'd rather not, and I'm actually thinking I might use the gold. I don't know. I do love the Jelly Much shadows. I just don't think, it would have to be either the green or the gold because the blue's gonna be too dark. The pinks aren't the right tone, and I would use purple, except now that I just put green in, I don't want to go in with purple. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shade Diablo, the neon green color, and I'm gonna blend that all through the middle here as the center of the halo, and then I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of the gold. And I'm also kind of bringing it up a little bit higher towards my crease. I'm concentrating the majority of the product down in the middle, but I am bringing some upwards. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Jelly Much shadow in just a second. And I definitely do think I'm going to take the gold one. But I am really quickly just going to blend in the edges of this here with the shadow I used the green brush with before. Now, I'm going to go ahead and close the palette. I just think, I mean, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 18 shadows in here. So I used a third of them. It's a lot of eyeshadow, but it's okay. I'm now going to take the shade Cursed, which I think is the Evil Queen's shade. And I'm just going to take the tiniest bit of this. And I am going to put it on the same brush that I just used because I like this shade of brush. It's nice and tiny. I'm just going to clean off the shadow that's on it. Jelly shadows can also be used with your fingers. I just don't want to use it with my fingers. Oh, that is beautiful. And then I'm just going to tap my ring finger over it to set it so that it looks like that. Pop of gold. And I'm also going to, in a second here, I am going to take the dark green shadow again and blend it over. So of the Villains collection, who is your favorite of these and who is your least favorite? My least favorite would have to be the Evil Queen. Gotta say, I hate Snow White, so. I never liked Snow White as a kid, so it doesn't really surprise me that the Evil Queen is my least favorite as well. I don't know. It's just how I roll, people. I don't like the Evil Queen. I would say of the 6 that were featured, I would pick Hades as my favorite. I love Hades. And actually, in general, James Woods as an actor, love him as well. So I think he was like they could not have picked a better person to play Hades, in my opinion. So now that I've finished my eyes, I'm going to go ahead, off camera, I'm going to put on foundation, mascara, my brows, my bronzer, my blush, and we're going to come back to do highlight and lips. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just finished doing my foundation, my blush, some light bronzer. I'm thinking I want some more bronzer. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll have all the makeup that I was using listed down below in the description box, just so you guys have all of it. Okay. Highlight time. So there are 6 highlighters, and I swatched them a little bit earlier for you guys. And I'm kind of thinking, with how bright and colorful this eye look is, I know I'm probably not going to be using, take a look at all of them again here really quickly. I'm definitely not going to be using Facelia or Hades today. They're just not the right tone for this look. And I think I'm going to say the same for the Snow White one as well. So that leaves me with Ursula's pinky one, like the purpley pink, which kind of thinking that one. I don't know. I also have Maleficent, which is kind of like a nude champagne kind of color, which is pretty. And then I've got this one, which is the Cruella, which is white, but it's kind of got like a gold undertone to it. I kind of wish there had just been a straight up white, because that would have been awesome. I actually think I'm going to go for a mixture of, I think I'm going to go for Ursula, maybe. And I might try and mix in another one, but I don't know. I'm feeling Ursula. So I'm going to take my Sigma Tapered Highlighter. Thank God these have mirrors, because then I could do this. Now these can be used with both your fingers and a brush. So I'm actually going to go in with my fingers. Ooh, let's try the other side. Oh, it might be too pink. Then let's follow it up by using the Beauty Blender, and I'm going to take the, I'm going to take the Maleficent. I'm going to take the Maleficent one here. I'm going to dig into it a little bit with my Beauty Blender. This is how I like to apply these usually, is using my Beauty Blender. So I'm just going to take this to blend out that purple, which I think looks gorgeous doing this. Ooh, that's pretty. It looks like wet now, and it looks like diffused sparkles. It's actually stunning. I really like it. I'm going to take a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then also down the center as well, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Now comes the fun part, lips. So I've got 6 lipsticks here to choose from, and to be honest, I don't want to use Ursula's. I know I don't want a dark berry like that. I don't think, let me just really quickly re-swatch these to take a look. I don't think I want Facilier because it's, again, a little bit darker. I might be going in with Hades, but I don't know, it might be too peach on me, and I don't know if I want peach with this. Maleficent is like a bright berry, so I suppose I could go in with that one, but it doesn't feel quite right. I've got Cruella. Corella's like the bright candy apple red, which in my mind, you would think that would go with the Evil Queen, but apparently not. And yeah, I definitely don't want the Evil Queen. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm actually going to go in with the Facilier one and then put the Hades over top. So I'm going to mix the two together. I mean, here's the thing. I get that they couldn't just come out with a nude for this because it's Disney villains. You can't just have a nude. But I kind of wish they did. So this one is Ursula. Where's Facilier? Dr. Facilier. Okay. Gonna go ahead and apply this. Let's do this. Oh, Facilier is a lot more red than I had anticipated. Yeah, that's just a little weird. That's the Facilier. I think that's gorgeous, actually. Let's take some Hades, run it over top. Ooh, I like it actually. Now, to finish it off, we just need some lip gloss. Now this is where I kind of know which one I want. I don't want the, let me take a look. I don't want the Evil Queen. I don't want Facilier's. I do not want Hades just because it's too orange. I'm leaning towards My Pet. I don't know, I've got Puppies, My Pet, and Sad But True. Let me just real quick re-swatch these on my hand here. We're gonna go in with the nude one. We are going to go in with Cruella's lip gloss in Puppies. Here's my other comment really quickly to ColourPop. I hate these brushes. I miss the old, like, doe-footed applicators. Okay. And there we have it, the final finished villain look. I'm kind of loving it, actually. I like the eye colors, how they came out. I love how the lip color came out. So let's talk about this collection in general. The other two things I didn't really use in this because they aren't eye safe are the Glitterally Obsessed, which I do like these. I'm saving them for Halloween and other similar tutorials, but these are just amazing. They are glitters, and I love it. I just wish I was able to put them on my eyes. I mean, I'm sure I can. They're just not technically glitter. They're not cosmetic grade glitter, which is why they're not meant to be used on your eyes. So it's under, I can understand. I get why it's not supposed to be. Bet you $10 there are people out there who are. But I definitely want to get some more use out of these guys in the future. But I do think that the colors of these are pretty wearable, actually. There's the shade Anomaly, which is like a silver with blue type of deal. You see that? Yeah. Then the other one is called Do I Look Like I Care? Which is that one I just swatched. It's just kind of silvery pink almost. So I think these guys are great. They're a little difficult to wear like on a day-to-day basis, obviously, but totally worth it. I think for someone who does cosplay and that kind of makeup, it's great. The Jelly Much shadows I love from ColourPop. I love this color range that they have going on here with these. So no complaints here. The highlighters are amazing, and I do think that they actually came out with a highlighter for everyone in this collection. So there's definitely, you know, from the lightest of the light to the darkest of the dark, there's definitely a highlighter for everybody in this collection. I will hold on to these even though some of these shades don't work for me, like the Dr. Facilier one. I mean, I love Dr. Facilier. But you know, I'm not going to be wearing them most likely, but I'm still going to keep them because that's how much I love Disney. The lipsticks are definitely on par with their regular lip formula. Same goes for the lip glosses. I think the eyeshadow palette is great, actually. My only thought about this is they could have used a couple more matte shades. I think that the shade Sing probably could have been like a matte dark brown rather than needing a purple, because we could use something else that's dark that's not blue or blue or black to be able to blend out things a little bit more. Definitely Tragic and Devious are great for blending out. Same with No Spots. I'm sure if you're playing around with the blue, No Spots would be a great option there. But you could definitely use, I mean, this is a palette of 18 shadows, and there's only 5 mattes. I would have at least put 1 or 2 more in there, make it about half and half. So that would have been a great thing to see. But other than that, I'm going to give the collection a 10 across the board. I think the packaging was amazing, both the unit box and the actual packaging itself. I mean, these are incredible. I love these. They're amazing. The highlighters are on par. It's a little weird to see a Super Shock Super Shock Cheek highlighter pressed out into looking like a pan. Like, I didn't realize these were going to be that. And I love those highlighters. I think I've raved about a few of them in my past videos, especially the one in Glazed. I love Glazed. But these are definitely on par with those. Same formula, same greatness. Love this. Love everything about this. That, I think, literally needing to have 1 or 2 more mattes in this palette is my only complaint with the entire collection. Because other than that, this is amazing. ColourPop really knocked it out of the park with this collection, and I'm giving them full kudos for that because I have nothing but good things to say here. If you guys enjoy seeing me review collections like this one, give me other collections down below that you want to see me review. I'll also link up here for you guys my last collection review, which was the ABH Riviera collection. Definitely a completely different collection from this one. They went all springtime on the Riviera, and ColourPop went all, you know, Disney villains. So gotta appreciate that. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you aren't already, be sure that you're subscribed to my channel. That way you don't miss when I upload my videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And also, while you're down there, hit the like button if you enjoy. If you like Disney, give this a like. If you like makeup, give this a like. If you like how my makeup turned out, give this a like. And then also down below in the comments, don't forget to tell me what your favorite Disney villain is, we'll say whether or not they're in this collection. I do want to know of these 6 though, who's your favorite? And who's your least favorite in this collection? Not color-wise, just the villain themselves. I told you mine was the Evil Queen is my least favorite, and I would put Hades as my first. He's not my first overall in Disney. Guys, I could do like an entire video dedicated to just Disney because maybe I will. Yeah, I think I will. I could totally do that actually because I could just go on and on about Disney. Would you see a video dedicated to Disney and just my thoughts on Disney movies? That would be actually really fun to like go through the entire list of Disney movies, like the animated ones, and just crank out my thoughts. Oh, I'm so doing that. I'm doing that. That'll be coming soon. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Now, I think my next plant, why am I not in focus? For the love of God. Oh, fuck, I got it all over my phone. I keep wanting to dip into this other palette that I'm using for a mirror. You've got Snow White, or, sorry. My hair is getting everywhere. Okay. I kind of blended a little bit down under my eyes, but that's okay. It's no big deal. Don't worry, we got this. Is it too bright in here for you? Oh, baby. So, if you guys enjoy seeing me He's purring. I'm feeling very evil.